6'4", quarterback Drake Maye.
What is your record in one-score games? Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick. It's coming out. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second down, it's Maye. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Maye now on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Polk. Again, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Maye again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Maye. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New England. Maye going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor, and now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. And they will be led out by the former Clemson Tiger, stepping in as their rookie quarterback.
A little bit of a gunslinger mentality a week ago, Mike, and while it was a fun game to watch, I think it's something he's going to have to find some balance. I mean, for better or for worse, he was throwing the ball all over the place. Sometimes it worked out. Other times, it was a complete disaster. At the end of the day, it was enough to win. But if he wants to keep stacking victories, he has to limit the amount of risky throws. At some point, they're going to catch up to him. I can promise you this defense, they're salivating at the mere thought of him putting the ball in harm's way.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Moody's extra point is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. On 1st and 10, here's May. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 3rd and 2, it's May. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They put a receiver in motion to the left.
Go.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Has completed to Douglas. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
May to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. May to the air once more. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit. I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the...
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Dolphins extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. In motion comes Andrews. To throw on 1st down is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this.
Here we go, set.
To throw again is May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make...
And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Patriots. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Patriots are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. It's a big play there for Miami. 31 yards. To the air now on 1st and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll run. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Turn up.
May now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Go. Go.
Throwing is May. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
60 by 6. Track 60. 79 Bronco.
Now faking the give. Now thrown deep for Bell. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. May going to look to throw. That one caught by Polk. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. One final throw before the break. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. We'll just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by quarterback.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his footwork and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league. An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they're going to move this ball inside. Thrown left side. The catch is made.
Certainly not the biggest. Positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
Winning this game, I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets.
To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. On is Moody to add the extra point. Lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense set out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Huh.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Along the sideline, there's Polk who pulls it in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, here's May. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Let go.
To throw now, May. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll try to run for it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up Bradley Pinion to punt it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They do indeed snap it on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with May. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Holt. Touchdown, New England. The extra point, up and good. And the Pats are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now he'll air one out. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Let's go.
They're going. It's May, and he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. To move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check go.
Throwing now is May. He'll go right back to Polk. Again, it's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10.
They motion the slot man left. To throw on 1st down is May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
May to throw again. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Ready, ready.
12 yards. It's now
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
In motion comes Andrews. Third and short. And here is May. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Jalen Holt. Touchdown, Patriots. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And, boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires left sideline. That is complete.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. They'll look to throw. And he will win the race to the pylon. In for the 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Go, go.
From out of the gun, here's May. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
Hey, check that.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. His throw left side is complete. And And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, set. Bring it. Unlock line. Alert. Alert. Check. Panther. Roll. Roll. Smash. Smash.
May now on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. To throw again is May. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's May again. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. Point after, coming up here.
Hey, bring it. Unlock line. Alert. Alert.
It's up and through. And the Patriots are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Miami.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Slot man in motion left. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Moody's extra point is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Come on. Check, Panther. Roll.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Let's go now.
May to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is H.M. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Taking off, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins tack on one more to their lead.
Patriots 31.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.